Well, 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 what have we here? He ain't no thicko, it's Nicko, playing as USF from the north side of our interesting map we see today, Halb. He's going to be playing up against someone who lost his first match in King of the Hill in episode 1. This is his second chance to show us what he's made of. Kimbo God, do we want to call him that? No, it's just Kimbo. It's just Kimbo. Maybe we'll allow him to have his full name when he wins a match. A lot of people weren't a fan of Kimbo's playstyle in his first game in King of the Hill. Because he was, of course, ghosting, using sandbags to block units in. And very unfavorable playstyle in the community. Not a lot of people appreciate it. That being said, though, it is part of the game structure. So it's interesting. When you see players do this kind of thing, it always provokes a bit of debate, a bit of discussion about whether this should exist in the game, whether Relic should be looking at it. And just so you guys know, it's tournaments like these where you see these things happen where actually, you know, the feedback goes to Relic and they do see it. So don't always knock it. If people don't use it, it's never known to get fixed. Anyway, that's being said, let's have a look at our first engagement. Pioneers from Kimbo run across the negative cover. They want to get in this green cover so that they can unload their higher rate of close-range DPS onto these rear echelons. That being said, the echelons have handled this very well. Only 2 models of the Pioneer squad. Kimbo is calculating that he can stay in this. And thanks to that higher DPS, actually he is now winning on the model front. Nicko is not confident to hold it. And that is real game sense from Kimbo. You could see he was bringing the sniper up as well, so that was potentially a fatal mistake from Nicko. If he'd have stayed in that engagement, thinking he was going to kill the Pioneer, he would have lost to the sniper, so a really good start push from Kimbo. He's opened up with the sniper immediately, and Pioneers there, which are usually here for sight. The sight range on the Pioneers is very big, so good spotting for the snipers. Halb, what an interesting map as well. 2 big roads that go through the center. There's a lot of negative cover, you know, with sporadic medium cover craters all over. It's a good map. It's got some deep cutoff points, as we're just seeing Kimbo trying to get on top of those now. And thanks to the resources being on either side of this map, you know, players can't play safely. They're always going to be pulled in one direction, and it's very, very wide. This is a good engagement from Kimbo here, close range. One of the models was in negative cover and drops immediately. We've also got Kimbo just doubling down on this resource cutoff, which stops Nicko from getting his fuel on the left. The sniper's here to help in this engagement as Nicko tries to push the strategic point counter to what Kimbo's been doing. And Sniper may be able to get a second shot. Yes, he does. Successful. Can we get anything from Kimbo's last squad? And early game, every model drop counts. Every model drop is going to be equated into manpower that Nicko has to spend reinforcing the squad. So beautiful though. Kimbo really making short work of Nicko. Nicko's been so strong in like all of the games, so for Kimbo to put this kind of showing up with austere is pretty cool. Wi-Fi, just to let you know, Nagano has fully rebranded to Nicko. I have asked him this question, and he said yes, this is a permanent thing, so there is no more Nagano. But of course, for a while, we'll always reference him as Nagano.
The enemy is taking our territory.
Just to let everyone know. But yeah, I have confirmed with him that is official. And nice to see that Momo is in chat, so the next game that you guys will be watching will be casting with Momo, who's a brilliant analyst. Let's have a look at the teching choices here from Kimbo. He's just getting up to his tier 2 at the moment. He's been banking a little bit of fuel, so he's going to go straight in with his... actually, I don't think there is. Is that a 2-2-2 or is he building the... Yeah, it is. He's getting a little bit thrown off now with his 2-2-1 being hanging around for OKW. The 222 is going to be on the field, and that's a great unit on a map like Halb. Going to be able to bounce left and right, contest all these riflemen. But of course, Nicko is going to be going for an M20, even though he's gone for recon support and will be able to get the Greyhound out at 4 CPs, and we saw him abusing those earlier. That being said, he's still going to go for the M20. There's a late retreat here for Kimbo. Rifleman on the retreat path. Kimbo just has not spotted that. Does he have enough health to get back to base? He may want to use the scout car to push the rifleman squad around and stop them from getting that last model drop. He's going to go for it, and that's sensible. Push the models away so they can't shoot. Just saves his pioneer squad and allows them to go back to base. There's a very late retreat from Nicko. He's going to lose a rifleman squad here, I'm sure. Oh, wow. Kimbo perhaps missing an opportunity to finish that squad off. And Kimbo may have been tempted to go in there. Oh, the sniper just went down and gets run over by the M20. Just missed that, but a great dive from that M20. Actually, so worthwhile building that unit now. Same thing happening with that scout car, trying to finish models off on the retreat. These are so many late retreats by player. What is going on in this game? This is crazy. Kimbo just down to 2 pioneers and 2 scout cars. Nagano. Now Nicko, seriously, bringing on the Greyhound. This is in at 4 CP now. It's one of the changes in the recent patch. Well, that went downhill very quickly. Kimbo, please. I think what Kimbo's going to try and do here is jump in with the scout cars and try and take down one of the units. He's now going to see that the Greyhound is on the field. The second scout car you can see there on the minimap is starting to move back to help. And there's double fuel coming in for Nicko right now, which you can see puts him at plus 33 fuel per minute. Kimbo's really got to get on top of that. Nice aggression from Kimbo though. He's got to make use of every opportunity to chase units down in the retreat that he can. Every model drop is significant at this point. He's also getting some mining done. I don't know, yep, I think Nagano definitely saw that he has the site, so we will now know that there's a telemine that has been left just on the right side of the center VP. And there we go, Minesweepers up straight away for Nicko. And so his sign to Kimbo that he saw that, and also that he maybe thinks Kimbo may have left more! Yes! Well played, Kimbo. Well played, sir. Oh, jeez, that was hilarious. Nicko shouldn't have done that. He should have known better, to be honest. Nicko's just using the battle group call in here. He's going to be dropping an AT gun and a squad of paratroopers to help fight the rest of this engagement. The scout cars are actually keeping Kimbo in this right now, so this is a very sensible choice from him. He's got a kind of minor counter to the M20 and the Greyhound, so actually everything that Nicko invested in is being very slightly countered. Of course, that AT gun there means that Kimbo making use of his Blitzkrieg doctrine, popping the smoke shells, the smoke discharges, takes down one of the scout cars, and Kimbo, of course, has invested in a third. And Kimbo's got so much work to do here, let's be honest. Even after that nice little play, he is trailing behind Nicko at this stage.
The capture point is being overrun.
Kimbo here, I think, feeling a little bit dejected, leaving his scout cars just to survey the center of Halb. It's actually going to go for an AT. An AT gun. I actually didn't think that would be the choice. AT gun and another scout car. Which I suppose can work. Perhaps he's trying to lure Nicko into some kind of counter and then crush it with the AT gun. It's going to be difficult though. This is a very wide map. There's a lot of flanking opportunities. Of course, the mobile units will be able to cover that. Nicko here is going to try and take that double fuel income again. You notice both players do have the same fuel income at the moment. That's just thanks to the great work that Kimbo's been doing on the map. And I will actually credit him for that, because even when double fuel has been in the hands of Nicko, he's been managing to control it in other ways. Of course, the strategic points, which give a decent amount of fuel and munitions as well. Keeping those, keeping the cut-off points. He's done a very, very good job of making sure that Nicko doesn't get that resource lead. Here's the bait with the Grenadiers, the 3 scout cars. Now in full force, and they're going to have to be a little bit careful. The AT gun is there. AT gun, Greyhound M20. The AT gun from Kimbo gets a first shot off, which is a bit of a threat. There's the return, so now both players know what they're up against. Nicko's going to go for that triple cap. It's time to start applying that VP pressure. And Kimbo's just in that state at the moment. He's just rebuilding his army. Doesn't want to push out too far because he does not want to lose any units. I think he's actually playing this game very respectfully, which I like. So look what's going on here. The AT gun's in a little bit of trouble. The 3 scout cars come in. One is immediately abandoned. And the scout cars here, if Nicko can target that last one, may be able to get another decrew. This is a really dangerous situation though. The Greyhound is getting penetrating shots there. We heard the other scout car went down just outside Kimbo's entrance to his base. Another Greyhound comes on as a call-in for Nicko. And Kimbo is left with absolutely nothing. I think he's been humiliated here again. His second game in King of the Hill. And, wow. Nicko just showing that doesn't matter how good the start of your game is. You've got to keep it going. GG.